So this is it, the final conversational quotes video for Alpha Omega, and it's the big one, the conversational quotes between Primis and Ultimis characters. Now, before I go any further, I do have to say something that's very important, and yes, on screen right now, you're probably seeing a time to skip to actually just get to the quotes, but there's something I need to explain that's going to answer a question that you're probably going to ask down in the comments. And what that is that yes, these are the conversational quotes between the Primis and Ultimis characters, but the problem is that there is no conversational quotes between two of the same characters. And what I mean by that, there's no conversational quotes between Primis Richtofen and Ultimis Richtofen, or Ultimis Dempsey and Primis Dempsey. You just don't have that because the game just doesn't let you do that. So that's kind of unfortunate, but just know, still the quotes are absolutely amazing. I mean, it's a 40-minute video for crying out loud, so there's still a ton, but it just is unfortunate we can't hear direct conversations between the two versions of the characters, but whatever, we're going to have to deal with it. But anyways, that's what was important, so just wanted to say that. Now, two of the things I want to quickly say is that if you guys have not seen my other conversational quotes videos for really all the Ether maps that have them, of course, down in the description you'll find links to directly those videos, or if not, there's a playlist down there, you can click on that and they'll take you to it. Also, they'll be in cards on this video, hopefully, and yeah. Also, I do want to say thank you guys for all the support I've been getting on these last few videos. It's been insane, especially with the Mr. Dog JD shout out. It's been amazing, but regardless, I just wanted to say that real quick. But anyways, I'm gonna be quiet already. Hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy the video. If you do, then just keep doing what you guys are doing, like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm going to be quiet already and let you guys enjoy the video.
Well, don't look at me for answers. I've officially washed my hands of trying to do the right thing. We're all in the culpable hands of Nikolai. Big round of applause, please.
I've only known you for a short time, German, but you're starting to irritate me almost as much as our Richtofen.
So now that we've all had a chance to settle in, does anyone have any idea why we're here? I mean, I know I'm not one to talk, but it's all a bit drab and depressing, isn't it?
Considering we spent the last few months being trussed up, tortured, and experimented on, I'd say we traded up.
Oh yeah, I remember. Something about an elemental shard. Hooray for Nikolai. He always takes us on such fun days out.
Lighten up, sauerkraut. Your attitude is starting to irritate me. Don't make me shoot you. Anyone else a little antsy about taking orders from a commie? No offense, Nikolai.
Oh, give him a chance. He's new to all this. His poor little Russian brain must be ready to burst.
This Marine will fight the good fight wherever it may take him. But that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Surely following orders is its own reward, Dempsey. Or should I call you Tank, to avoid any confusion?
Complaining ain't gonna help anyone, so we may as well get on with it. Hey, anyone see a big funky shard laying around?
Okay, I've decided. Tank's too impersonal. Doesn't really give any sense of the long and joyous history we share. For simplicity, I'm just going to call you Stupid Dempsey. Tank Dempsey, if I could please speak with you a moment, it would really mean a lot to me.
You and me ain't got nothing to talk about. I know you well enough to know that I don't like you one bit.
I know my counterpart can be a bit eccentric, annoying even, but we're really very different.
You're both crazy German scientists, so don't go splitting hairs. Give me one reason why I should think you're any different than your evil twin.
There was this one time I shot him in the face.
Hey, Treyarch, this guy's bugging me. How do I kick him from the game?
Whoever you think you're talking to, Dempsey, I don't think they're listening.
Frankly, Doc, I'd rather scream into the void than talk to you for another second.
I hate you, Dempsey. I hope you know that. Well, don't look at me for answers. I've officially washed my hands of trying to do the right thing. We're all in the culpable hands of Nikolai. Big round of applause, please.
Do not think me too drunk to notice your sarcasm, German. My brother from another mother knows what he is doing, as do I.
So now that we've all had a chance to settle in, does anyone have any idea why we're here? I mean, I know I'm not one to talk, but it's all a bit drab and depressing, isn't it?
Oh, you are big negative Nancy German. I trust comrade brother with my life, or my wife. I would even let him use my plow.
Oh yeah, I remember. Something about an elemental shard. Hooray for Nikolai. He always takes us on such fun days out.
Worry not, comrade. We will find this hell or mental chart. Whatever it may be. Boy, I hope other Nikolai is here. He really seemed to know what he was doing. Very determined, like thirsty man.
The other Nikolai isn't here right now, but I'm sure he's watching with pride as you try your absolute hardest. Like a little puppy with undeveloped hind legs.
What did I say we had to do? I don't remember listening, and I definitely don't remember saying.
Keep trying, Nikolai. I'm sure it will come to you. Eventually.
Ah, yes, I remember. We have to find elemental shaft. Is probably big hole in ground. Try not to fall in.
Well done, Nikolai. You're almost completely correct, apart from all the details you got wrong. So, Nikolai, do you think you can stay sober long enough to enjoy our trip to America?
Are we in America? It's hard to tell without deafening sound of heavy country music.
I hope you don't think this too forward, Nikolai, but I would love to meet your wife.
I do not know why you ask, but that would be difficult to arrange. She is in many different places.
I do wonder how cathartic it could have been had you ever made it to Stalingrad.
Stalingrad? I think I have been. I fought traitor Russians with my big armored tank machine.
It's almost like there's some kind of common memory, shared regardless of individual experience. A hive mind.
You sound drunk, Richtofen. How many have had you? I mean, how many have you had?
I'm sorry you are the way you are, Nikolai. I'm sorry he, me, us, I don't know, did all those terrible experiments on you.
I like experiments, especially experiments with vodka. I remember one time I experimented so hard I actually time traveled. I went from Sunday to Wednesday with no time in between.
Well, don't look at me for answers. I've officially washed my hands of trying to do the right thing. We're all in the culpable hands of Nikolai. Big round of applause, please.
You do not take this seriously? What are you, strange Richtofen? Ally or trickster?
So now that we've all had a chance to settle in, does anyone have any idea why we're here? I mean, I know I'm not one to talk, but it's all a bit drab and depressing, isn't it?
You speak in riddles, German. Much like the Richtofen I know. The one who led us to destroy the Earth?
Oh yeah, I remember. Something about an elemental shard. Hooray for Nikolai. He always takes us on such fun days out.
I only hope that this other Nikolai has more confidence in his friends than you do, German. What strange and irregular circumstances have led us to this place? That was rhetorical. I am merely musing.
I too love a good muse, Takeo. Nothing better, quite frankly. At the end of a hard day, I like to kick off my shoes and settle in for a really good muse. Yeah.
We must remember our purpose, the reason we are here. Our position would be very perilous if we were to forget.
Do not talk to me about memory loss, Takeo. It's been something of a thorn in my side for some considerable time.
The artifact the thinner Russian spoke of. A shard. Elemental. That is why we are here.
That's right, Takeo. Top marks for paying attention. When we find the elemental shard, I'm sure Nikolai will explain why he wants it. I don't know how many Richtofens you've met, Takeo, but let me reassure you about one thing. I am the nicest one.
I find that very hard to believe, Richtofen. You are all equally unlikable and unreliable.
Answer me a question, my simple samurai friend. What do you really want?
To bring honor to the Emperor and the glorious Empire. Ridiculous question.
Is there not somewhere you really want to go, Takeo? Somewhere peaceful? Perhaps sitting under a beautiful cherry blossom tree?
Cherry blossom? What do you know of grandfather's tree?
I don't think you've ever spoken of your grandfather, Takeo. Was he someone you looked up to?
Looked up to? Yes. Looked down on? Also yes.
Well, I'm sure your grandfather and all your lovely ancestors will look down on you proudly, whatever you may choose to do in life.
We will not speak of this again, Richtofen.
Comrades, today is glorious new day. We are here to change destiny for better. Not just our own, but that of whole world.
What kind of deranged lunatic put you in charge, Nikolai? Oh, wait, it was me. Him.
We are here for one reason. To find elemental shard. It is artifact that will be essential on next phase of journey.
You really have done well for yourself, my Russian friend. So much better than the bloated buffoon I know as Nikolai.
Please, comrades, we must be united. At least show same trust in me as you have all shown to Richtofen. That is all I ask.
Lighten up, Nikolai. You're such a stuffy pants. Have a drink, why don't you? Hooray! The gang's all here again. Isn't it so nice to be reunited? Especially after all that nasty business on the moon.
You led your compatriots on a journey as destructive and insane as one our own Richtofen took us on. Now, things must change.
Honestly, if you're going to hold a grudge against me just because I dismantled and disrupted the stability of space and time, then let's go our separate ways. Right now.
This is not about you, Richtofen. This is about all of us, and how we may return world to normality.
What I'm trying to say is that we've all made mistakes, so let's forgive and forget. Wouldn't that be sweet?
I already explained our purpose, Richtofen. We are here to secure elemental shard. Maybe then we can repair damage that has been done to universe. I am watching you, German.
Me? What have I done? Honestly, why can't you Russians ever get over the various horrors I have visited upon your people? So sensitive.
I know much of what you have done, but little of why you did it. One truth remains undeniable. You are an evil that must be stopped.
Gasp! Nikolai! I never knew you could be so mean. What did my other self do to hurt you so badly? Did he shoot you in the face?
You are insane. Far more so than Richtofen I know. He at least has dignity.
Dignity? I have more dignity in my entire body than you do in your little, fat, chubby finger.
If you care to live to see another tomorrow, I suggest you close mouth and fight as part of team.
Okay, you won't hear a peep out of me. That's it. I've taken a vow of silence, starting now. But you're going to miss me. Honestly, it's been so quiet around here. Do you miss me yet, Nikolai? Nikolai? Nick? Peep?
Not yet, Richtofen. Try being quiet a bit longer. Maybe million years. Comrades, today is glorious new day. We are here to change destiny for better. Not just our own, but that of whole world.
I don't know how shit got this messed up, but can anyone tell me why we're taking orders from a damn commie?
We are here for one reason. To find Elemental Shard. It is artifact that will be essential on next phase of journey.
You know what, other Nick? You sound just as crazy as the doc! This better not be like that goldenrod business.
Please, comrades, we must be united. At least show same trust in me as you have all shown to Richtofen. That is all I ask.
You sure got some delusions of grandeur there, Nick. Besides that, I ain't ever trusted that German SOB. Anyone else a little antsy about taking orders from a commie? No offense, Nikolai.
I will ignore your disrespect on this occasion, soldier. But make no mistake, I am in charge. Failure to follow orders may result in bit of death.
This Marine will fight the good fight wherever it may take him. But that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Take joy from doing duty, Dempsey. When we recover Elemental Shard, I'm sure your heart will swell with pride.
Complaining ain't gonna help anyone, so we may as well get on with it. Hey, anyone see a big funky shard laying around?
Please keep voice down, Dempsey. We do not know who might be listening besides me. Your distrust of Richtofen has always seemed unwavering. Can I rely on you to keep close eye on him?
Way ahead of you, Nick. But just so you know, I'm keeping an eye out for American interests. Nothing more.
I have seen Richtofen's many shades of madness firsthand. You have witnessed likewise, Dempsey.
Only madness I've seen in the dock is the pure damn evil kind. Frankly, if he's still standing at the end of this, I'm gonna be pissed.
Richtofen has already made bigger sacrifices than you realize, Dempsey. Much bigger.
Whatever he sacrificed, it wasn't enough. He should be burning in hell.
If you really want to see pain in Richtofen's eyes, ask him about Dimension 2210.
I'm gonna leave that dimension shit up to others to think about. Partially because I've got meat sacks to kill, but also because I don't give two shits about that Kraut bastard.
Maybe killing meat sacks is all you are good for, Tank Dempsey.
Hey, don't go thinking I'm a one-tricky pony. I can also play the kazoo like a motherfucker.
Comrades, today is glorious new day. We are here to change destiny for better. Not just our own, but that of whole world.
Russian, I hope you prove a superior leader to the German. He led us only to destruction.
We are here for one reason. To find Elemental Shard. It is artifact that will be essential on next phase of journey.
I am a little reluctant. Witnessing the destruction of the earth has left me wary of such endeavors.
Please, comrades, we must be united. At least show same trust in me as you have all shown to Richtofen. That is all I ask.
Oh, you speak with honor, thinner Nikolai. I pledge my bread and service to your cause. What strange and irregular circumstances have led us to this place? That was rhetorical. I am merely musing.
Strange indeed, Takio. If only you knew whole story. Though perhaps it is better you do not.
We must remember our purpose, the reason we are here. Our position would be very perilous if we were to forget.
I am here to remind us all, Takio. Like lighthouse before tempestuous sea, I will steer us away from rocks.
The artifact the thinner Russian spoke of. A shard. Elemental. That is why we are here.
Thinner Russian? I am Nikolai, just same as your thicker Russian. It's only vodka that makes him so cuddly. I trust you fight as well, and as bravely as Takio I know.
I was a warrior. I fought many great battles for the glory of our nation, for the honor of the dying samurai spirit. I was a hero.
Your actions always speak louder than words, Takio. I know you will fight with honor.
Honor is almost all I have left. Honor and the guidance from the spirits of my ancestors.
We both know Richtofen you know is evil. But do you think he can ever be redeemed?
Redemption is not for me to decide. Only he can choose his path. What of your Richtofen? Do you believe he can ever be redeemed?
I take no pleasure in knowing that he may have already redeemed himself in ways few of us will ever understand. I never before imagined feeling pity for Richtofen, but it is something I can no longer deny.
Pity? For Richtofen? I will believe it when I see it, with my own eyes.
Something about this place. Maybe it's the sky, maybe it's the air. Whatever it is, kind of reminds me of home.
Ah, that would probably make sense. I did do a lot of work with the Americans. Who knows what crazy purposes they put it to?
So, let's get down to business. What was it Nikolai said we were here for? Some kind of artifact?
I do hope they've done some devious experiments around here. I do love experiments, especially devious ones. But only when I am the doctor!
Okay, I think I got it. Even with Nikolai calling the shots, it's just business as fucked up usual.
Maybe I should just wander off and do my own thing. See what trouble I can get into. Hooray! The gang's all here again! Isn't it so nice to be reunited? Especially after all that nasty business on the moon.
Not sure I agree. 2 Richtofens just seems like twice as big a pain in the ass. By the way, I've told you before, it's oorah, not hooray.
Honestly, if you're going to hold a grudge against me just because I dismantled and disrupted the stability of space and time, then let's go our separate ways. Right now.
We got a mission to think of, jackass. That's all that matters. Damn it, how long has it been since I submitted a field report?
What I'm trying to say is that we've all made mistakes, so let's forgive and forget. Wouldn't that be sweet?
No offense, Richtofen, but I trust you about as far as I can throw you. Which is probably about 10 yards, with a good wind behind me. So, if some folks are to be believed, you're what's known as the bad Richtofen.
Bad? You say that like it's an insult. Anyway, being bad just happens to be something I'm really good at.
I gave him a lot of shit, but somewhere deep down, I kinda hoped my Richtofen was actually trying not to be an asshole.
And how did my overly emotional doppelganger do? He failed. He messed everything up. Just like when he wet the bed.
Listen to me, you Nazi. Compared to you, I'm really starting to like my Richtofen. So I don't care what he did as a kid.
I was talking about last night. In the bunks. Anyway, Dempsey, I think we got off on the wrong feet. I'm a changed man. I have absolutely zero intention of blowing anything up.
Glad to hear it. So long as you behave, we'll get along just fine.
Ooh, I've had an extremely interesting thought.
Whatever you're thinking of doing, Richtofen, don't do it. Something about this place. Maybe it's the sky, maybe it's the air. Whatever it is, kind of reminds me of home.
This is beautiful neighborhood. Who are millionaires who live in such luxury?
So, let's get down to business. What was it Nikolai said we were here for? Some kind of artifact?
Boy, you talk. I did not say anything. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Richtofen, maybe.
Okay, I think I got it. Even with Nikolai calling the shots, it's just business as fucked up usual.
Oh, I remember. You are talking about other Nikolai. One who rescued us from American base. Boy, I hope other Nikolai is here. He really seemed to know what he was doing. Very determined, like thirsty man.
Your other half seemed kinda sober, Nick. Don't you find that even a bit inspiring?
What did I say we had to do? I don't remember listening, and I definitely don't remember saying.
Just because your better self knows what he's doing doesn't mean you do. In fact, there are probably rocks around here with a better grasp of our goals.
Ah, yes, I remember. We have to find elemental shaft. Is probably big hole in ground. Try not to fall in.
Is it just me, or are you getting dumber, Nikolai? I mean, is that even possible? Okay, Nikolai, if you can't stay sober, at least keep your weapon pointed at someone else. Preferably Richtofen. Either one.
I am sorry, my Yank American friend. You and I have always been close, nah?
Try and follow your comrade's example. It could help you stay focused and shoot straight.
I always shoot straight. There are no wet floors in Belinsky bathroom.
You think you can keep one of your bloodshot eyes on Richtofen? I don't trust him. He may be up to something.
Richtofen is always up to something. It is hobby. Evil hobby.
I'm just saying, Nick, if it looks like he's about to pull the trigger on a damn H-bomb or something, I need to know you'll be willing to put him down.
I would not worry about H-bombs, Dempsey. F-bombs, on other hand.
Hey, Nikolai, would you be offended if I talked to someone else for a while? You know, someone less... someone more... someone else?
Sure, Dempsey. I have to catch up with other friend. Hey, baby, how you been? Did you miss me? That's me, yes, you know.
Something about this place. Maybe it's the sky, maybe it's the air. Whatever it is, kind of reminds me of home.
We are not here to see the sights, Dempsey. The other Russian told us clearly what we must do.
So, let's get down to business. What was it Nikolai said we were here for? Some kind of artifact?
Oh, you would be wise to listen closely in the future, Dempsey. A closed ear is a closed mind.
Okay, I think I got it. Even with Nikolai calling the shots, it's just business as fucked up usual.
No, Dempsey. It is our honor and our privilege to undertake such perilous quests. What strange and irregular circumstances have led us to this place? That was rhetorical. I am merely musing.
Well, don't muse too long, Takeo. You don't want a meat sack filling up his belly with your, meat.
We must remember our purpose, the reason we are here. Our position would be very perilous if we were to forget.
I ain't forgotten shit. Especially not what Richtofen got me to do in that damn castle.
The artifact the thinner Russian spoke of. A shard. Elemental. That is why we are here.
Hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you seem a little uptight compared to the tack I know. What's the word I'm looking for? Inscrutable. Yeah, that's it.
Dempsey, however you may differ from the tank that I know, I hope we can be allies.
We're all in this together, Tack, whether we like it or not. If I'm honest, me and your boy, Tack 1, we went through some real shit together. I'm saying there's feelings we both share, that only the two of us understand.
I am not sure I understand. Are you sure this is appropriate conversation?
Calm down, Tack 2. I'm just talking about how much we both had to collect our own souls as part of Richtofen's grand scheme.
Richtofen's grand scheme? Oh no! This is terrible! He will lead us to destruction once more!
You really need to calm down, Tack 2. I swear, you should be a whole lot more serene than you are.
You are right, Dempsey. I know we are on a new path, but the thought of Richtofen's scheming brought flashbacks.
Just know this, Tack. I've been fighting long and hard enough to know when the end is finally in sight. We got this one.
Got one, we have. But the real question remains, how many will we need? A new dawn, a fresh start, a chance, perhaps, to finally undo the sins of the past, to help our souls find peace.
You're being very melodramatic, Takeo. And coming from me, that's really saying something.
The book told us what we must do. Secure the elemental shard. This I remember clearly. It will be the next step of an unknown walk.
Elemental elemental shard? Now you're talking my language, Takeo. I'm sure along the way there will be plenty of time for bloodshed, yeah?
Tread carefully, allies. I believe there is much more to this make-believe facility than meets the eye.
I'm pretty sure it's American, so there's a good chance that it's actually less than meets the eye. Hooray! The gang's all here again! Isn't it so nice to be reunited? Especially after all that nasty business on the moon.
I would request that you not be so flippant. Many of us have endured suffering beyond what you may realize.
Honestly, if you're going to hold a grudge against me just because I dismantled and disrupted the stability of space and time, then let's go our separate ways. Right now.
As mere mortals, forgiveness is not ours to grant, nor is it our place to judge.
What I'm trying to say is that we've all made mistakes, so let's forgive and forget. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Mistakes? Even the Richtofen I know would not dare trivialize our suffering. I know it was a long time ago, another world. But I saw your death. Do you remember such an event?
Remember it? Of course I don't remember it! When you get shot in the face, memory loss is one of the most common side effects.
You know of what I speak. You have touched the ether within the pyramid device. You have seen the infinite.
I wouldn't say seen so much as poked my head around the door or fiddled around with the interesting bits.
I have to believe Nikolai knows what he is doing. But I would be lying if I told you I knew why he needs you.
Really? Don't you realize how essential I am to everything? P.S. He probably thinks I'm going to betray everyone with some last-minute scheme.
Dare you be honest with me and yourself? Will you betray us, Richtofen?
Ask Nikolai, the one without vomit down the front of his uniform. He knows everything.
Though we may fight together in this battle, I am glad you are not the Richtofen I fought with in the war.
Sorry, Takeo, I completely tuned out there for a moment. What did you say about me being fantastic?
A new dawn, a fresh start, a chance, perhaps, to finally undo the sins of the past, to help our souls find peace.
Wow, Tak. I've always had a soft spot for you, but that damn near brought a tear to my eye.
The book told us what we must do. Secure the elemental shard. This I remember clearly. It will be the next step of an unknown walk.
So what's the plan? Pile the meat sack corpses high enough to get a good overview of the whole AO?
Tread carefully, allies. I believe there is much more to this make-believe facility than meets the eye.
What do you mean, make-believe? The American dream's all about make-believe. Hell, I make believe thinking about Jug-a-Girl at least twice a week. Anyone else a little antsy about taking orders from a commie? No offense, Nikolai.
He promised us an end to our suffering. He spoke of a great battle. If nothing else, a chance to die with honor.
This Marine will fight the good fight wherever it may take him. But that doesn't mean I have to like it.
You are very headstrong, Tank Dempsey. The version of you that I know has been humbled by experience.
Complaining ain't gonna help anyone, so we may as well get on with it. Hey, anyone see a big funky shard laying around?
Oh, you are very aggressive, even for American. Perhaps meditation could help you relax. I am happy to fight alongside you, other Dempsey. Yours is a good soul, and you died with honor.
Thanks, Tak. Much appreciated. Wait, what?
Your soul, like mine, is encased within the summoning key. Its future uncertain.
Summoning what? You talking more riddles than Tak 1. Shouldn't you be seeking the praise of the Emperor or something?
I no longer speak of the Emperor. I was betrayed. Deeply betrayed.
Damn, ain't that a kick in the monkeys?
Your namesake suffered similar indignity. He watched himself die. Not in battle, but in sleep.
Whoa. If I ever have to go out that way, just do me a favor and shoot me in the head.
Sometimes, Tank Dempsey, ignorance is a blessing.
Hoorah to that, tackle buddy.
A new dawn, a fresh start, a chance, perhaps, to finally undo the sins of the past, to help our souls find peace.
You are very big with mouth, Takio. Have you been drinking? If so, do you have any lift?
The book told us what we must do. Secure the elemental shard. This I remember clearly. It will be the next step of an unknown walk.
I like books. I had many. One by Tolstoy, one with pictures of Folie Bergère, one under kitchen table leg, I could go on. One next to toilet for emergencies,
Tread carefully, allies. I believe there is much more to this make-believe facility than meets the eye.
It all looks bit of fake. Like American propaganda showing pictures of families with more than one potato. Boy, I hope other Nikolai is here. He really seemed to know what he was doing. Very determined, like thirsty man.
You are very different from the Nikolai I know, Nikolai. Whatever sorrows he had did not drown. In fact, I believe they learned to swim.
What did I say we had to do? I don't remember listening, and I definitely don't remember saying.
Our Nikolai is the one who possesses newfound wisdom. You? You appear only to possess red and sweaty face.
Ah, yes, I remember. We have to find elemental shaft. Is probably big hole in ground. Try not to fall in.
If that is what the Chronorium told us, then that is what will likely happen. We are merely pawns in a bigger game. It would do you well to stop drinking, Nikolai.
Why would I stop drinking, Dagio? It is fun.
The only fun you experience, Nikolai, is that which removes you from reality. It cannot last forever.
You are a very serious man, Takio. I think too serious.
It is not my place to pry. But please, Nikolai, tell me why there is sadness in your heart.
What do you mean, sadness in my heart? Well, you think I have a big bullet hole in chest where heart was blasted with shotgun?
I believe your anger has not yet been dealt with. Something in your past troubles you both. Greatly.
You are treeing up wrong bark, Takio. Let me think of joke. I tell you in minute. Two Russians walk into bar. Barman says, "Why long face?" First Russian says, "Maybe parents had long faces." Second Russian doesn't say anything. He is nice.
Though humor is very subjective, Nikolai, what I was just subjected to was not funny.